Leah. Leah. Hello, Leah.
That's a very nice name.
It's very pretty. Moving on.
Oh, with a question? Okay, do you have a question?
I'm just taking it all in.
Okay, that's fine.
That's good. She's very receptive.
We like that in a woman in the cult of the yellow sign.
So let's talk about women. How do you guys, what are your gender roles as far as, there are two guys talking to us.
May I feel this one?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You do. I'm going to wander around ominously.
Thank you. You do have a knack for that. See, the cult of the yellow sign, unlike many religious groups, is a very sex-positive organization. We believe in equality between genders. We are very trans-friendly. Homosexuality, bisexuality, sex of other species.
Oh, definitely.
We are very in favor of all these things. In our mind, all human beings are equal in the cult. We do not discriminate based on race, based on religion, gender orientation.
Okay.
In our mind, all human beings are scum and damned.
They should all die.
Exactly. So in our mind, it's silly to posit that one human is superior to the other, because all humans are shit.
Sorry.
So actually, some of our top-ranking members are women. Because contrary to public perception, women have a much greater capacity for cruelty than men. So naturally, they rise much faster in our organization.
That's part of why we're branching into recruiting children.
Absolutely.
There's nothing more cruel or innocent than a child.
We have a Raven Scout program that we established in 1986.
Yes, merit badges.
Proved very successful.
Yes.
There have been lawsuits,
Yes,
but they've all been settled out of court, I'd like to add.
yes, quietly.
We teach children school skills that they need to know, like animal husbandry, rope bondage, baking cookies.
The cookies thing was a great idea. High five on that one. Yes. We don't believe how successful our Raven Scout cookie program has been.
My kids can bake the most perfect Mexican wedding cookies.
Oh man, they're so good. I might have some out of the trailer. Oh, I've said too much.
Careful, man. Now please continue.
Okay. What are some of the, a lot of cults have different punishments that they do or enforcements for beliefs. How do you guys enforce or
define punishment.
I don't know, like how do you guys instill or like keep control? Because in every kind of organization, there's a need to maintain control, especially in cults. There is a need to keep people aligned with the overall.
You're telling us like we don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, punishment is kind of a vague term. I've come to really enjoy the things that I used to view as punishment.
Okay.
Let me answer your question with a question. Do you watch Japanese animation?
Ha!
Not.
Oh, you're a liar. Yes, you do.
The closest I came was what do you find like?
Animation from Japan.
I'm
It's a
referring-
pretty
no,
straightforward
I
question.
was gonna make a joke about porn, but I shouldn't.
It is. That's where we're going with this.
Yes, we're referring to schoolgirls and
So you've watched Japanese animated pornography.
No, I haven't, but I've.
You really should.
You see, the scenarios you see in those cartoons happen here in the real world.
Okay.
When people know that the word tentacle rape has literal connotations in this realm, they stay in line.
Oh yeah, and sometimes we don't.
Tentacle or testicle?
Good Lord, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong?
What's wrong with you? It's disgusting.
Sorry.
No, tentacle rape.
How would that even work?
Like from a cephalopod. You know, like
You're like elbowing someone.
It's disgusting. Just, I mean, like imagine for a moment that you're on the beach.
Reverse.
You're on the beach. And you fall asleep with your legs open, and maybe you have like, I don't know, like a fish taco that you bought from a man in a booth, and you've got it laying between your legs, and an octopus or some kind of cephalopod crawls up on the beach and starts to fondle you, trying to get your fish taco. That's not a metaphor. So in doing that, that's an awkward situation. That's like, oh, you're at a concert and somebody actually rubs against your junk or something.
It's the horror of going to a restaurant. Instead of saying, I want that lobster, the lobster says, I want you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
this is one of the lesser punishments, by the way. We also get involved with skin flaying like your ancestors.
I have so many tattoos on the inside.
Burning people alive, sewing people inside other people.
Oh, that's my favorite. It's like a turducken.
Actually, the human centipede is loosely based on
That's
what
a
we actually
documentary.
did. Summer of 22.
Are these like spirit? Like I know some people inflict punishment on themselves as a form of spiritual awakening. Is that how you guys kind of view it?
Well,
Oh,
Spiritual
okay.
awakening.
You mean like the kind of flogging the Catholics do to themselves?
yeah.
Mortification of the flesh.
Yeah.
Something like that, or like when people hang themselves from hooks.
We call that Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's Tuesday. I mean, it feels like it's like holding leg and then the hanging from the hooks part. The mortification is kind of the whole point. For example, I have not owned a single piece of genitalia for like 70 years. It's weird, right? And of course they benefited me. You know, I have control now. Control over my emotions.
Sorry. I have to take this.
Okay, go ahead. Oh yeah.
Hey, baby.
Are you serious?
No, Daddy's in an interview right now.
So yes, they cut off my genitalia.
I don't want you seeing that boy.
And they dried it in the sun.
I don't care if
and
he's
they hung it around my neck
He's
for
not
several weeks.
welcome.
Can you keep it down? And they hung it around my neck for several weeks and told me to keep it down.
Come at it. Look, baby, I love you. This is for your own good. I don't trust him. Till he gets a hood, I don't want that boy in my house. I don't care. I didn't want to.
His daughter just turned 16.
I love you. I'll talk to you later. Daddy's in the middle of something. Bye.
That was adorable.
Oh, teenage daughter.
When I was talking about my penis. And, yes.
You lack thereof, you mean?
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm talking about. They cut it off, they dried it in the sun, and they made me wear it around my neck for like 6 months so that it would be clear that I moved beyond the flesh or something. I don't really understand it anymore, and it's not important.
It's because you picked the other management tract. I picked the management tract that lets you retain your genitals. A decision I haven't regretted, mind you.
Yes. On the upside, however, I will live forever in glory with the old ones and the deep ones that live at the bottom of the ocean.
He's been to the plains of Len.
Oh, man.
He's still here. Not many people can say
The
that.
spider god Alec, the black one who drains souls, the slayer of souls who sleeps in his web on the black planet.
Does he smell as bad as people say?
Who, Alec? I find him incredibly pleasant.